Good evening, Americans. This is your favorite alien in Bubba here on Monday evening, November 4th. Wow, interesting day, huh? Well, I had to do a special commentary today, so here it goes. Well, Americans, it seems like CNN is at it again, adding gasoline to the fire, huh? You seen the report today, especially in Brooke Baldwin's show? I think that's her name, Brooke Baldwin. Uh, wow. Still don't know what they're doing in CNN. I know they got an anti-Trump agenda, but promoting this kind of news to the American public is kind of crazy. So the Democrats are hell-bent on impeaching President Trump. And CNN is hell-bent on adding gasoline on the fire. Which, you know what happens when you add gasoline on the fire, right? If you're too close, or if you got the gas can too close, and I bet you CNN's got the gas can too close, boom! And then you got a hellfire going on. And that's what you're going to have here, CNN. They were reporting today on Brooke Baldwin's show and saying, oh, look at how high this goes on the administration. That Secretary of State Pompeo, former Secretary of Energy Rick Perry, and Vice President Pence all knew about Giuliani's little escapades of foreign diplomacy. Well, yeah, it may be the case, CNN, but you're talking about impeachment here. You're not talking about a trial, okay? Constitutional impeachment. And what are you telling the Democrats here? To impeach the administration, right? That means Vice President Pence and President Trump. That way you get Pelosi and the presidency. Remember, Americans, I warned you about this. And look at CNN. That's what they're doing. Watch that replay of the show today from Brooke Baldwin, and you see what I mean with the three guys there. Oh yeah, all the guys of levels of the administration are involved in this uh, Ukraine mess on Giuliani's uh, cowboy diplomacy or cowboy uh, State Department, as they call it. But wait a second, Americans, where was the cry with Henry Kissinger? Remember that back in the 1970s? He was not, he was just a security advisor to President Nixon. And not even Secretary of State Rogers knew about the open door policy that they were planning to do on China, which has come back to backfire you in the ass, hasn't it? Big time? That was an impeachable offense. It was never brought up in the impeachment of President Nixon. But yeah, using Henry Kissinger the way that President Trump is using Giuliani, bypassing his Secretary of State, William P. Rogers, who at the time, oh boy, must have been a pissed off guy when he found out, hey, he's flying secretly over to China and doing diplomatic efforts on behalf of the presidency because he wants to open door to China and make China a counter card to the Soviet Union. That's what Nixon's play was. It backfired badly on him, didn't it? But this is the way it is. In 1972 and in 1971, when Kissinger was doing all these secret trips over there as, what do you call it, security advisor of the NSC, the Security Council, and he was just an advisor to the president. He didn't have any administration position or policy-making position. Yet he was doing this. Same thing that you're accusing Giuliani of today. Isn't there a quid pro quo here, CNN? And also, you notice that the Watergate people and Democrats didn't bring that up on their impeachment proceedings against President Nixon. This was in 1971, and in February 1972, President Nixon went to Peking at the time that it was known as, not Beijing, and he talked to Chairman Mao and got a little red book, and Chu and Lai and all those guys over there. And what happened? 4 years later, he kicked the bucket. That's Mao Zedong, that is, in 76. President Carter opened up relations in 1977 with the People's Republic of China. Oh, yeah. But remember, in 1969, then Henry Kissinger, which wasn't even in the Security Council yet, also was responsible for the seat of China being put in 1971 from Taipei to Peking. Communist China got the seat. And it was at the urging of President Nixon in the background. You never say that, CNN, do you? See? But that was hush-hush. And the problem that you have here is just like this. There's another dumb Democrat here. Okay, bub, we know it's a fat cat. It's CNN's supporter. But here it is, Americans. CNN, by doing this, trying to get the Congress to indict, or I should say, impeach the administration, doesn't know that they're causing a coup d'etat and a severe constitutional crisis because it'll be Pelosi that's left. What do you say? Bubba's already over here saying, no way, Jose. We don't need the CNN and the Democrats causing this kind of a constitutional crisis. I'm not pro-impeachment. I'm not anti-impeachment. President Trump has done a lot of bad things. But it's up to the Supreme Court and the courts to decide if it's constitutional or not CNN. This is your favorite alien, and Bubba saying good night.